guys, Michelle here from Strolling Gardens. The little section of garden that we're looking at now, this is sort of my mom's little section of the Strolling Garden. So I'm showing you this beforehand as we need to make a couple of changes. Yeah, and we have 3 more azaleas just to beef up the current azaleas that are here. So there is a lot of things that need removing, like this Plectranthus neochilus here in the front. That will go to the blue and purple garden, and there's more of it over there. And then there is this whole mass of Barleria. That's the purple Barleria. So you're seeing this now. And then I've got a bench which we want to put over there in the, there I go pointing again. We want to put over there when that clears up, in the back there. And there is, what is this, lamb's ear, which is very overgrown. There's a number of lamb's ear all over there, and then there's some more over there, and then there's some more right in the back there. But I think the wandering dew has just, yeah, taken over. So this is the azalea. It's the same as this one. I'm not sure which one this is. I think this is, let's see, this is what is this one called? This is called Magnifica. This is Azalea Indica Magnifica. So this is the same as that one, just to make a more of a show. And then we have 2 tiny ones, and these ones are Gay Paris. Now Gay Paris is the same as the little one in the front. I'll show you that now. So I'm showing you this area now. You can see it in its untidy, overgrown state, and then I'll show it to you again after we've cleared up a little bit. So here's all the Barleria, lots and lots of it. There is clivias, which I also want to get rid of and put that with all its other partners on the other side. That I think is, I'm not sure what clivia that is now. It slipped my mind. But those, we've got a whole lot all over on the other side of the Strolling Garden, so we're going to remove those and put them there, and then that gives us more room for maybe more azaleas there as well. As the garden is large, when one has a large garden, planting in single specimens is not really the thing to do. One needs to have bigger masses of things, so it is better to plant in like 3s or 5s. When it comes to smaller items and things like ground covers, obviously you want a lot, or if it's little annuals you want a lot. If it's one big sort of shrub, then it's fine. You can do one, but of a garden this size, we need like minimum 3 of that. That grows to about 1 meter high. Granted, it's been that size for donkey's years. So this one potentially can end up the height of this one now. This white one here grows to about 1 meter and a half wide by 1.5 meters wide. So that'll fill out a much bigger area. Let me take you to the magenta ones. They are the same as this white ones. And then, yeah, maybe we need to just take some of these out the back and give the azalea a little bit more room, and then we could maybe just line the front sections, like this sections that are bare, with more of the bromeliad in the back. So that's kind of the things we want to do, and then try and get on top of these the stuff, wandering dew, get on top of the wandering dew. Maybe down the line some Irish moss here will be beautiful, because as you can see, you sort of can't make a distinction between the wandering Jew and the azalea, and that is not cool. As when the azaleas are not in flower, it just looks blah. There's no interest. So we have tried the Irish moss beforehand, but it just didn't work. At least in the spot where we had it, it didn't work. In the winter months it was fine, the cooler months it was fine. The minute the heat came, it didn't make it. So the white azalea will grow to about this size. This is the magenta ones. These, when they are full of flowers, they are exquisite, absolutely exquisite. So it's just got these, it's not taking so nicely, just got these few little flowers. I'll show you this again when it's full of flowers. I think there's a beautiful one round the corner. Don't know which one that is. It's busy going off now. You've got to catch them so quickly, but isn't that pretty? Look at that, it's beautiful. I'm not sure, I must ask my mom what one that one is. So yeah, so when that little section is all tidied, then I will show you that again afterwards, looking a little bit more open and orderly, not so overgrown as it is now. So we're all done, and it's looking really, really good. I'm very, very happy with the way it's turned out. It's really, for me, it's an awesome before and after. Things are way more organized and less cluttered, and I can't wait for about in a year's time when things have just settled in and filled out. I'm really looking forward to that. So in the front here, we've put what is this? Begonias. It's begonias. Sprint red. That's what it is. I thought these, like, sort of kind of corally color, just picks up that the gapery azalea. Really, really, really pretty. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? So that picks up that kind of like salmon sort of pink coral color really nice. And I know once this is filled out, we'll have lots and lots of that corally color, which I feel is really going to just bring a nice bit of a different shade, and then lead us into like that's a camellia. Actually, let me show you that camellia, because that camellia is looking fabulous. I don't think it's been this full of buds for, I can't even remember. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? Look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. Look there. Like a real rose. Very pretty. Look at all the variegations on the petals as well. Or the bud, should I say. They don't look like they're opening very much though. They seem to be staying very tight. There's sort of one that's fallen off. Oh, let's see if we can get it. Yeah. Look there. Look how pretty that is. It's beautiful. Okay. Oh, that's definitely falling apart. So back to the others. So yes, I'm most happy on how this has turned out. We did take the Assistacia back quite far. So the Assistacia is now just sitting in between all the azaleas. And it's going to act just like as a living mulch, and around the bird bath and under the bench to the front, and then right up to there where the irisine is. Now that bird bath is very in your face currently, but once that is a white azalea there, same like this one, at least I think it's the same, but white and white is fine. So when that grows bigger, then it'll cover, so you won't notice that. It won't be so in your face, and that's sort of kind of the look I'm after. And then this little one in the front, the other two, we just popped on this side of the camellia. Maybe the Asostasia just around the base of that camellia, we'll let that be a bit longer and flowers. That gets a very pretty little kind of a foxglove flower, little white flower. And then we'll keep it clipped short around the azaleas. I did move this one to here, which I feel is better. So here is all what I thought was lamb's ear, but I don't think it is lamb's ear. And then it continues on that side of the path. It's something else, but just for the sake of naming it for now, let's call it lamb's ear. So I kept all the lower stuff here in the front so that when one is sitting on the bench, one can see clearly with nothing obstructing your view. And then I'm also hoping that this lamb's ear will get bigger and sort of more mask those pots so you don't see that patio and those other two pots there in the background. That'll be much nicer. And then the flax there in the background, I moved that way prior to doing anything else, and I was neglectful of watering it, so it's not the happiest of campers. And I had to strap it with some wire, and I'll just leave it like that for a while so it can like settle in root wise and things like that. Then we'll take the wire off and let it sort of just release. But it's not looking too happy. But that'll bring a nice bit of pink just to break all the green on the leaves. And then the irisine we popped there on that side of the bench. So I cut it back harshly, like really hectically, and I did stick lots of cuttings in the water. Some of the branches had like fallen over and rooted, so I was able to create another little bundle, and then I want to do one more plant over there, and I think that's going to be beautiful when it's full, having this ruby cerise pinky color. Yeah, it's going to really just break up all the green. So the Asostasia, I will stop short of this pathway. I won't let it grow over the pathway. We'll just have to be vigilant on that side of things. So behind there, the gelsemium will just grow and then cover that fence again, so it'll be looking more like that side of things. Then it'll just block so you don't see through to the other side of the garden. So there is a couple of long pieces that I do need to weave through the fence. And the pathway is new. I found these pavers right at the back, way behind the house where the cows graze. And yeah, I'm very happy with the way the pathway turned out. It's actually so cool. Currently it's not leading to anywhere, but down the line when summer comes, then I will sort that out. Those begonias are very thorny. These ones are not thorny, the edges of the leaves, but those ones, they are particularly thorny. And there is also an asparagus fern that sort of set root right by the tree base, and I think there's going to be no pulling it out. So that's going to be a job trying to get thorny sorted out. So I'm going to leave that till the summertime, as this area is in complete shade, and bromeliads are tough for moving then. And we've got a few more pavers there, and then we'll need to get some more of the little ones, and then I'll just continue the pathway up and through. We might look at putting maybe like a bright red door off in the distance. An idea I'm playing with. So we put another bird bath here. There was lots of Star of Bethlehems between everything here, bulbs for Africa everywhere, and I'm pretty sure I probably missed a couple, but I'll find a good home for that where it can happily do its thing without restriction. So the bromeliads I did divide. I did pull out a lot to give the azalea more room. We've put the other azalea over there, so that'll make a much bigger mass, which is going to be much more of an impact. And then on the other side of the pathway are sedum. This is sedum angelina. Now they do like the sun, But I'm putting them here for now so that some of this, like these ones that are looking a little bit sparse, that was in the driveway, but they were struggling, and every time summer comes I tend to lose them because I didn't leave them in the shade so that they could really form a nice root system. So this is why I've sort of popped them along here. Some little loose pieces there which I'm hoping will root, and then those 3 that look perkier are ones that we purchased yesterday. So I'm hoping that when those fill out, then when the begonias are done, they say it'll last about 6 months to a year or so, then they sort of are finished and have seen their time. Then maybe we will move this to there. But I'm very much liking this chartreusey color with the green. It just breaks up all the same shade of green. That's just liriope that we need to plant somewhere else in the garden. I do have a spot along the driveway. So I'm really, really happy with how everything's turned out. And then I did extend the bromeliads off right to the edge. And these azaleas, we did move a lot of the I must stop pointing. There was lots of wandering Jew everywhere. So that pile there is the wandering Jew. And there's still more wandering Jew, but I might leave it growing underneath the azalea just for now, until such a time as we can look at some Irish moss. But this azalea, well, the big plant had the branches dropped down and then they rooted, so I moved that forward, which is going to just then make a bigger plant here at the entrance of this pathway, which I think is going to be really cool. But all in all, I'm really happy with the way things have turned out, and I think it's going to look super duper down the line. I think my mom's very happy that her garden is looking nice and well, beautiful again, you know, once it's settled in, but nice and organized and not overgrown. So I think she's very happy, and I'm happy that she's happy. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this before and after. I've enjoyed doing this and getting it all organized. I'm so blessed that I can work with this that God has provided me with, that I get to paint with the flowers, because that's literally what I'm doing. I'm painting a picture using God's flowers, and I'm truly blessed, and I'm most grateful. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video. God bless and go well. Bye guys.